Right, this is number 4. This one is completely dead in all respects. No light coming on, no clicking, no nothing, and half the label is missing, which does make me wonder if somebody's already had this one apart. But we'll see. Let's take the screws out. I've got this on the bottom torque setting, it's having no trouble taking those out. And so far, no matter what design of Ixo it is, they've all used exactly the same screws, which is quite nice. But you can see the quality of the way this thing fits together. It's, it really is quite good. Just about room to get your fingernail in there. And of course we know from the previous one that this is glued, so no wonder it's going to be difficult at that point because it's got double-sided tape on it. There we go, starting to shift. That's still very tight. Oh, there we go. Yep, there's the bit of double-sided tape, there's a bit of plastic that's fallen out. Seems a bit missing. I think there is a bit missing, isn't there? I think that's supposed to... Oh look, there's the other half of the label. That's a bit strange. Never mind, that's out. So I'd say this has definitely been apart before if the label is actually inside instead of outside. Oh, there's the rest of the label. Yeah, I think that's wrong. That's not, doesn't, oh no, and look, you can see the cable's all caught up in the switch there, so that's definitely all wrong. So yeah, this has definitely been apart by somebody. Come on. Doesn't want to let go of the glue. Oh, there we go. Right, that can stay in there. The light should pull out. Oh, doesn't want to pull out very easy though, so I wonder if some damp has got into that. Oh, that looks okay. What's the motor like? The motor's turning freely. Oh, click the board out. Oh, there's the other half of that bit. So perhaps we'll have an attempt later to glue those back together again. That bit's all okay, so that's all ready for cleaning. This can all go in for cleaning. Is that going to come off easily? Yeah, I think that label's going to come off, so we'll get that off, give that a clean and try and flatten it back out. So that's all ready, so that can go in for some soapy water cleaning. So what have we got going on here? Oh, looks okay. We press that, we've got nothing. We press this, we've got nothing. Right, let's get this battery out, because at least that way we can test the battery. Come on. That's that. Right, let's get that out of the way. Right, let's find a meter. That on up to 20 volts. Let's see what we've got coming out of here. Plus and minus. Oh, not good. Really not good. That's pretty dead. They won't usually come back from being that discharged. That often means that there's a fault on the battery. But we'll see. We'll try charging it anyway. Right, I'm just holding a known charged up battery against it. If I press, we've got power there, and if I press here, we've got the motor working. Now I'm not sure what's going on with the lights at the end because I didn't get a chance to look at them. Let's have a look. That's going one way. Let's push this back down the other way. Yep, so that's all working okay, and like I say, that's all working okay. So it looks like the killer on this one is just the battery, so we can always just replace the battery. Right, my charger says that this is too dead to charge. There's a lithium-ion battery in there. These are plus and minus. I'm going to do something which is probably pretty stupid, but I'm going to connect that battery there in parallel with this battery and see if we can get some oomph to cross from there to here. Either that or it's going to blow up in my face and I'm going to regret it. Oh, well, it didn't explode. Right, let's try putting the multimeter on and see what the multimeter says is happening. It might make this battery very unhappy. I'm not sure, there's a little circuit board in there, so I'm not sure if it triggers any kind of safety response with that. Oh, there is a voltage there. I measured this earlier, this was at about 3.8, so clearly something it's being dragged down by this. I just need this voltage in here to rise to the point where it will be acceptable to the charger, but of course usually once they've gone dead they're just dead, so I think it's extremely unlikely that it will come back to life, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. But I think if we take that one off, it's saying that there's voltage in there now, but I should imagine it would drop off pretty fast. But you never know, the charger might accept that, so I think what we'll do is we'll leave that for a little bit longer. My professional charger wouldn't charge it. It just said the voltage was too low, wouldn't charge it. Even after I got it up to about 2.5 volts, it still wouldn't charge it. So I just used my homemade one. And that's what we've got. Whether it will hold a charge under load is another thing altogether, so we'll have to see. Right, we've got motor. We've got motor, so we've got power. This is the tiny piece of plastic that was broken. Let's see if I can get... Ooh, oh, that's way too much, never mind. So let's see if I can get a tiny piece of glue on it, but I've got a feeling it's now going to stick itself to the glass plate. Right, I've managed to get everything back inside here. That's locked in place. The circuit board is more or less sitting where it needs to be. It's got a bit of movement in it. That's in. That's down properly. The little clear plastic part up here is back in. So all that is more or less okay in. Now the problem I've got, so I've put double-sided tape on here and on here, so they're already there. So this one is going to face down, so if we can get the backing tape off, so that one is ready to glue. Now what I've got to do, of course, is get this onto there. Now that's sort of D shape with the flat sitting up, but I can't just put that onto there because I need to make sure that the LED goes into that hole at the same time. So I need to do all of that, and then I need to lift this, get that to slide into there, and then with a little bit of luck we're in. Now that has got to go in as far as it can go. I think that's all okay, and this obviously needs to be just enough over so that the plastic will come down and miss that when it goes in. This needs to be pressed in place because it mustn't slip, that's got to be down. And it's interesting that this end always wants to spring back up, but I can't quite see why. The battery's in tight, the circuit board's in tight, that's not quite tight, but it's nearly there. Right, now once we've got to that stage, we should be able to peel off the backing piece for that one. Right, having got that far, of course, the next problem is to ensure that this is in the right place, and you almost can get this one in. It just needs to sneak through like that, and it's in. Just need to check that that's going to move okay. That's moving quite freely, so you almost can with that one get that one in like that. And then this part, of course, it needs to go in at the top because it needs to slip underneath the central peg that's on this. So it needs to slip. Now, I need to make sure these wires are going to stay out of the way because they were all caught up before. So that needs to slip up into there. And then once you know that that's in the right place there, and that should be able to move. Yeah, so that's free to move. That's all okay. That circuit board still tries to jump up in the air, and I don't know why. And we should be able to put this back on. Everything should line up. There's still a little bit of pressure inside, which I don't quite understand why it. But that seems okay. That's okay that way. That's okay that way. So that's all working alright. When it's in the middle, of course, that locks it. Right, screws are in position, so we can screw this together. And then lastly, we've just got the label of a little bit of double-sided tape on the back. So that should make it good to go. And we just need to put that, oh, not quite in that place, onto there. And literally ready for test. Alright, same test as usual. Ooh, that one stops pretty soon. Mind you, this is the one with the dodgy battery, isn't it? Oh, mind you, took that out okay. Go back the other way. It'll be interesting to see how long this battery lasts. Ooh. We'll have to wait and see. Well, finished. Thanks for watching.